Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ayana. If you're new, we're back today with another hair video. This is a very impromptu video. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you guys know in November I had like a little setback. I started having breakage from using too much heat in my hair, and I've been on a journey since November to correct that problem, and I think that I have. I'm really doing very well, and I wanted to share with you the things that work for me so that if you're like me and really suffering from breakage, or just in general you're not able to retain length, hopefully you'll find these tips helpful as well. So first I'm going to start with the tips, and then I'm going to talk about the products that I'm using and the things that I recommend. So first tip is to limit heat. Okay, if you can avoid heat, that's even better, but at least limit heat. I know some of us are using heat in our hair every day, curling our hair for work. Heat is damaging, right? If you put heat on your skin, it burns your skin. If you put heat on your clothes, it burns your clothes, right? If you leave the iron on your clothes, even if you're not seeing it when, initially when you're using heat, over time, the hair weakens and it's damaged, right? If you're using heat, you should be using a heat protectant always. Whenever you wash your hair, if you're sitting under a dryer, even indirect heat, you want to use a heat protectant. Beyond that, you want to decrease manipulation. So this is your time to start doing any kind of hairstyles where you don't really have to manipulate it every day. And if you are going to do something like, let's say, a wrap, when you're not out and about, keep your hair tied up in a satin or silk bonnet or scarf. The least amount of manipulation, the better. Make sure the styling tools that you're using are really good for minimizing breakage. So instead of using like a rat tail comb to comb through your hair, it should be wide tooth comb only. Do not use rubber bands, because rubber bands are notorious for tearing out your hair. I have a whole video where I go into this more. It's an old video, but it's a universal video. Everyone, natural relax, can use it, and it's really good, really good tip. So I'll link that above now. I'll put it down in the description box. Check it out if you want a little bit more information on how to retain length. But this is one of the tips that I really stand by and I think is good. Tip number 3 would be to make sure you are sleeping in things like a satin and silk bonnet or scarf. I say this all the time, and a lot of us are still sleeping with our hair in a ponytail, or just sleeping, our hair willy-nilly on the pillowcase. If you're one of those people who you just can't keep it on, then sleep with a satin or silk pillowcase. It's so important to decrease the friction, which of course in turn decreases breakage. And then my last tip for how to decrease breakage obviously is to start going in with hair strengthening products. So for me, you guys know my holy grail products are the Living Proof Repair and Restore Leave-In. I talk about this. I've been talking about this for 3 years that I've been on YouTube and in every single video. So this is a good hair strengthener. It has protein in it, silk protein. It's very mild and can be used every day when you're having breakage or as needed, or you can use it. It is a leave-in with your every wash. So when I'm not having any damage, I use this with every wash. When I am, I go in with this almost daily, okay? I seal that in with Unlay hair oil. You guys know I use this on my scalp. I use this on my ends. This is like, this is the thing that really transformed my hair. This is the product that started me on the road to really paying attention to what I'm utilizing and researching. So to me, these just in your hair care routine in general. But some of the new things that I've used since November when I started having the breakage, I started using the Living Proof Triple Bond Complex. This is really good, guys. If you've used Olaplex, I would say that it's comparable. I like this better because it's not a pre-shampoo kind of situation. It's a leave-in. So you use this once a week or with every wash. I wash, like I said, every 2 to 3 weeks. So I will just dampen my hair, apply this to my hands and kind of rub it along and put this in every week when I'm having breakage. And I really love it. I think Living Proof, they are the brand. They know what to do. And I found them by accident on YouTube, and I'm so happy that I did. I guess nothing is an accident, but I've also used Olaplex number 3. I really did like Olaplex number 3. For me, it was a great product. I recommended it for quite some time. And then the last thing that I recommend always is the Moroccan oil. They're a good line. A bit pricey, but they're a good line. I love their hydration line. But this is the moisture repair. So obviously it has some hydration in it. It's not super foamy. It doesn't lather a lot, but it also does have the protein. This is really heavy with the protein though. So you don't want to use this too often. Maybe if you're having breakage once a month, because what I found with this is that it will repair the hair. Between one wash and the next, you could have the hair gets dry. So just be cautious with this. The repair line, as you can see, it's all, I use this bad boy. I'm thinking, because I'm having such a good run right now, I'm gonna go with the hydration line because it's just amazing and it smells. Oh gosh, if you haven't tried the Moroccan oil line, try them. And then this is just the repair mask. Again, you don't need all of this. If you're gonna do the shampoo and conditioner, then you can hold off on the mask. I would use this with the hydration. So if I'm doing the hydration line, then I would use this repair mask. They have the big tubes as well. Again, not very often, once a month, you know. When your hair is okay, use it every few months, you know, every 2 months or so, because this is pretty heavy with the protein. And that's it. Those are my tips for if you are experiencing breakage. Remember, growth is 2 parts. You have to grow from the scalp and you have to retain the length that you have in order to see a change in your length. So both parts have to be on point, or you have to have a good routine in dealing with both the growth aspect as well as the length retention. And so hope you found those tips helpful. Comment any questions below and I'll see you next time for the next one. Take care.